I guess this is what I've dreamed of my whole life. There was no comedy show in all of television that equaled the Max Prince show. Not in 1953, there wasn't. An hour-and-a-half review every Saturday night, completely live. And now I was actually a writer on it. My name is Lucas Brickman. Max was unlike any comedian I had ever seen before. He didn't tell jokes. He didn't say funny lines. He was just funny. But on camera, when he had to be himself, like introducing a guest, he couldn't say 4 intelligent consecutive words without mumbling or coughing. I like Max a lot, mostly because he treated his writers with respect, and he paid them more than anyone else. All young guys, and they made more money than the governor of New York. Well, they were funnier than the governor of New York. If I seem nervous to you, it's because it's only my 2nd week here. One of the other writers left, and I'm here on a 4-week trial contract, so if I'm going to prove myself, I'm going to have to do it fast. My problem is, I'm shy. But I did manage to get one really funny line on last week's show. Unfortunately, Max coughed on that line, and no one in America heard it. My entire future depends on my finding a voice for my humor, or a cure for Max's cough.
I did it! Broke every record on the Henry Hudson Parkway. Door to door, Scarsdale to 57th Street, 28 minutes, 12 seconds, made every light. Can you imagine if I had a car? Ba-dum-bum! How you doing, Arnie?
Fine, it's Lucas.
It's not Arnie?
No.
I called you Arnie all last week. You never said a word.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
You're gonna have to learn to speak up, kid. Otherwise, these killers will eat you alive. Hang this up, will you? Be careful with it. It's an antique.
Feels nice. Where'd you get it?
I took it off a dead bullfighter in Spain. What do I know? A junk shop. It's a schmata, but it's got style. I got a flair for dressing, no?
Claire, you got a rocket. Where'd you get the beret?
The beret is legitimate. Got it in Paris. The last one sold.
The last beret in Paris?
MGM bought them all up for Gene Kelly movies. Look, he believes me. What do I know about berets? And I look like a putz in this, so why do I wear it?
Why?
Because people notice it. Look at me without the beret. Invisible, right? A nothing! A little pisher. But watch. Now I'm someone. A diplomat, a traveler. Maybe I know Ernest Hemingway. I go to French movies, laugh at the jokes. Don't understand a fucking word they're saying. But people come over to me on the way out. Did you like the picture? Oh, come see, come saw. I don't even understand that. But I get attention. I'm unique, right?
Well,
what am I? Good looking? No. Am I smart? Am I funny? Yes. But compared to the comic minds in this room, I'm Herbert Hoover's kitchen help. So I wear yellow suede shoes on Christmas and a cowboy hat on Yom Kippur. But when I walk in here, Max Prince laughs. And if Max Prince laughs, my kids eat this week.
Max didn't talk to me once last week.
All right, I'll wrench you the beret. $50 a week. If he picks up your option, $75.
No, that's okay.
It's a gift. I'm up to my ass in berets.
And you don't think you're funny?
Cheap laughs. These guys are Tiffany's. I'm a wholesaler. What they have in quality, I make up in quantity. Bold volume, that's my humor. Where are the onion rolls? It's in my contract. My agent negotiated for onion rolls.
Isn't that one?
This is a Jewish hockey puck. Smell it. Does that smell like an onion roll?
I can't smell. I have a cold. I could listen to it if you want.
You're funny, Arnie. You're too quiet, but you're funny. Don't be too funny. I've got a wife and 2 kids to support. It's murder on my mistress. Ba-dum-bum! Yeah, you'll be all right, you tatty, you.
Did Max get in yet? Excuse me, am I interrupting? Forgive me. Pay no attention.
The man apologizes 3 times in one sentence. He hasn't said good morning yet.
I'm sorry. Absolutely unforgivable. I have a lot on my mind. It's an affliction common to geniuses. Just kidding.
You like his coat, Luke? Val buys all his clothes at Ellis Island.
That's right. Be funny before work starts. So, what do we got here? Nothing but onion rolls. Ernie, do me a favor. Look for a pumpernickel bagel.
His name is Arnie.
It's Lucas.
It's not Ernie.
It's not even Arnie. It's not even pumpernickel.
Don't start with me. I didn't sleep last night. I didn't have breakfast. I didn't get laid in a week. And Max calls my house at 12 a.m. midnight. He never calls at 12 a.m. midnight unless there is trouble.
12 a.m. is midnight, Putz.
Milt, don't bother me. It's too early in the day to say go fuck yourself.
There is no such word as fuck. A person can't fuck himself. You can't be a U.S. citizen until you say, go fuck yourself.
Kiss my naturalization papers, okay? I can't believe there's not one pumpernickel bagel.
There's one.
Thank you, Lucilla. You'll go far on this show. Oh, look at this. Already sliced. This is why my father brought us to America.
For sliced bagels?
Mine came for chocolate pudding. In Poland, they could make it, but they couldn't get it into cups.
I wonder if Max called anybody else last night. Did he call you, Louis?
Lucas. No, why would he call me? Is anything wrong?
I don't know yet. I was out last night. Oh, listen. I saw, without doubt, the most fucking brilliant play I have ever seen in my life. I'll remember it as long as I live.
What was it?
What the hell was it? Downtown, in the village. The Grapes Theater. Not the grapes. The peach, the pear, the plum. What sounds like that?
The Cherry Lane.
That's it. God bless you. You absolutely get a raise this Christmas. We'll see. Maybe. Who knows?
This is our head writer, Ronnie. A man who learned to speak English from a dog who barked at night.
Is that right? I got news for you. My dog dreams funnier than you.
My dog can say fucking pumpernickel.
Good. Then he can take your place on the show.
So what was the play?
What play?
At the Cherry Lane.
Ibsen, The Wild Duck.
The Wild Dock? You mean about a crazy shipyard?
You fucking illiterate. I'll bet you $500 right now. You don't know Henry Gibson's first name.
You just said Henry.
I did? All right, I'll bet you $250. That's funny. My mistakes are funnier than what he makes up. It's after 10. Max is never this late. Now I'm worried.
You don't have any idea why he called?
None. He spoke to my maid in Swedish. Double talk Swedish. To a woman who is here 3 weeks from Peru. She was still crying when we came home. Something's up, I swear to God.
Honey, can I have an outside line, please?
God damn it, you know the rules, Milt. Is this a business call or a personal call?
I don't know. Let's see who answers.
It seems incredible, growing up in Russia, that you became a comedy writer. I mean, did they have television there?
Television. They don't have doorbells yet. And yet, the greatest comedy in the world came from Russia. Gogol, Chekhov, Dostoevsky, the best. Read Dead Souls sometime. Absolute genius. But in Russia today, comedy is dead. Lenin killed it. Stalin buried it. And what have they got now? The most corrupt and insidiously evil political regime since Ivan, the son of a bitch. No, sir. Until there are humane reforms in that country, I wash my tongue of their language. I'm sorry, I got cream cheese on you. Totally unforgivable.
Hello. Who's this? No, I'm calling Colette.
Colette? We've got a show to write, and you're calling some girl Colette?
Colette! Her name is Colette, not Colette! Why don't you go to Berlitz and drive them crazy?
Hey, this is not a day to get me angry, Milt. I swear to God.
All right, put me down for Wednesday. Yes, I'm holding.
Where is everyone? 5 after 10 and we haven't put 2 lousy words down on paper.
He's right. Hey, Luke, put 2 lousy words down on paper. Colette! Mel, listen, babe. We have to cancel tonight. It's my wife's birthday. Unless I can convince her she's wrong.
Right, Jesus, you picked a bad time to come late.
I'm sorry, I just stopped to get... I stopped to get... I stopped to get some cigarettes.
Brian Doyle, good guy, good writer, lousy smoker.
Hey, guys, please. I'm cheating on the phone here, and I can't hear a goddamn thing.
That's it, damn it. That's a $50 fine.
I gotta go, honey. They just raised the rates. I'll call you. Brian's smiling. Something happened. He met someone at the convent.
5 days. Count 'em, guys. That's all you get. Because on Friday, this good-looking Irishman is leaving the show. The Gentile makes good.
Where you going?
I think they call it Hollywood. Sold my screenplay to Metro. MGM, you must have heard of it.
MGM, that's great.
Every week he's leaving the show on Friday. Every week he's flying to Hollywood. Every week he sold a screenplay to MGM or 20th Century Fox.
Not Fox. Fox. I keep telling you.
That's it. I want a sketch started immediately, right now, before Max gets here. Who knows what shape he'll be in. Look at it. Get Newsweek, Time Life, every magazine. See what's in the news. Milk. See what ideas we got on the board. See what's a hit picture. Maybe there's a Marlo Brandon movie Max can do.
Marlon Brando.
What did I say?
Marlo Brandon.
Hey, Brian, when you're through destroying the pound cake, maybe you'll find time to come up with an idea.
Come here, Luke. These guys still don't believe me. That's history, kid. Right up there with David Selznick buying Gone with the Wind. Go on, read it.
Your agent called and said MGM will get back to you.
Go on, we're listening.
That's it.
That's it? MGM will get back to you as a deal?
I got a call from the Coast last night. They signed the contract as soon as they okayed the script.
They didn't okay it yet?
They'll okay it as soon as they read it.
They didn't read it yet?
They'll read it when I write
You
it.
didn't write it yet?
Here, it's all up here. Every page, every word, every comma.
They made a deal for your finger pointing to your head?
You jealous bastards. I told the idea to my agent. My agent told it to MGM. The whole studio was crazy about it. You see these guys, Luke? 30 years from now, they'll be writing game shows, and I'll be VP of MGM, screwing Lana Turner.
When she's 62? Why?
I categorically resent your remarks. This is without a doubt the finest writing staff in the history of television. And I would rather stay here till my prostate falls out before I ever sold out to the dreck and garbage of Hollywood. God's truth, even if they asked me.
What if they asked you?
I'm open to everything you can tell them.
Did you see this? This week's Time magazine? Pope Pius approves of psychoanalysis. This means from now on, confession will be $80 an hour.
Kenny Franks, boy genius. They say he was writing jokes for Jack Benny when he was 14. I wasn't allowed to stay up for Jack Benny when I was 14.
You think maybe this Pope thing would make a sketch for us?
Well, I think we'll all have to take communion first.
Take it. It beats circumcision.
What the hell does a Gentile like you know about circumcision? Did you ever see him in the men's room? He pisses straight up the wall. So, Mr. Vitamin, what kind of pill are we taking today?
Nicotine tablets. Now I can get cancer without having to smoke. How you doing, Luke?
Well, I don't know. Nobody tells me.
Don't worry. Max thinks you're going to be great.
Did he say so?
No, but I'll tell him he did. He doesn't remember.
Did you hear about Max calling me at 12 a.m. midnight?
Did you know he called me at 11:30?
Max did.
He was sitting in his den, pissed drunk, with a loaded shotgun on his lap.
Son of a bitch! He told you this?
Well, it sort of dribbled out of his mouth, but I got most of it.
Son of a bitch!
He had a loaded gun?
He said he got another threatening letter in his mailbox last night.
It wasn't me. I sent my letter last week.
Son of a bitch! Did he call the police?
Well, he said he was taking the matter into his own hands. It's him against them now.
Son of a bitch! Sorry, Val, there was one open.
What do you mean? Him against them? Who is them? Did he say?
The man was on tranquilizers and scotch. Every time he talked, he blew bubbles.
Tranquilizers?
Max gets into his limo every night after work, takes 2 tranquilizers the size of hand grenades, and washes them down with a ladle full of scotch. His driver helps him into his house, and he falls asleep on the floor of his den next to his dogs.
Exactly. That's why there are no ladders. The man is paranoid.
Maybe Brian's right. Remember when Max accused his next-door neighbor of shooting up the tires on his Cadillac?
Hey, guys, Max shoots the tires himself. We all know that.
Why would he do that?
He has a gun. He has a Cadillac. He's free on Sundays. Why not?
Does Max have any enemies?
Besides himself, I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Nobody hates Max the way Max hates Max.
I love it when you talk like Gertrude Stein.
They don't get it. We write comedy. Max does comedy. It's See his ass out there in front of the cameras every week.
Is that his ass? No wonder he gets such big legs.
No, Kenny's right. Max likes it in here with us, not out there. The funniest man since Chaplin, and he still throws up before every show.
For 25 grand a week, I put my finger down my throat.
Hey, Brian, don't ever knock Max in this room. He puts bread on my kid's plate and he's transplanting every hair on your head.
If I didn't tell you, you'd never know.
So what are the dots on your head for? Tic-tac-toe?
I hear transplants grow in like pubic hair. That means you'll have to get a zipper for your face.
Gee, I'm really gonna miss you guys in Hollywood.
Oh, jeez, he sold another script. What studio bought it this time?
MGM.
For how much?
75 grand.
No, I mean, how much you want to bet you're full of shit?
Name your price.
$500 if you win. If you lose, we all get to pull out your transplants.
Have you guys heard the news? Of course not. No one else here cares about what's going on in this country. Am I the only one here who takes an interest in something besides jokes and cars and money and baseball?
Yeah, basically that's what I care about.
What's the news?
I just heard in the taxi, Joe McCarthy called General George Marshall a communist.
Fucking believable.
He calls a 5-star general of the army a card-carrying communist.
Even if he was a communist, why would he have cards printed up?
Hey, children, wake up. Time for school. You think this is a joke? America's on the brink of becoming a fascist state, and this doesn't worry you?
McCarthy's a nutcase, a drunken fanatic. How long do you think he's gonna last?
Some of them lasted long enough to kill 6 million Jews.
Hey, I met hotheads like McCarthy. He'll start a fight in an Irish bar one night and get a dart right between the eyes.
I feel so badly for General Marshall. Such a nice man, such a sweet face. Of all names to pick, why him?
I don't know. Val, did you ever see Marshall at any of the meetings?
Are you out of your fucking mind? You don't make jokes like that. Some secretary outside hears that, and the next thing I'm being subpoenaed in Washington.
Val is right. No communist jokes. None of us are safe today. They got that blacklist thing, you know.
They got what?
Blacklist.
3 bags full.
Don't you guys realize they can put anyone on the blacklist they want?
Without proof?
In a second, they got a wait list to get on the blacklist.
Not if you kick the maitre d'.
I can't believe they think this is funny. Did any of you see Edward R. Murrow last night?
I don't live in his neighborhood.
What do I have to do to impress you? This is serious.
Well, the whispering was good.
Two top U.S. senators told Murrow the FBI were tapping their phones.
You see, same as Russia. First the politicians, then they go after the arts. The writers first because they're the intellectuals.
Well, this room looks pretty safe.
You think so? Whoever has access to the public is McCarthy's enemy. That's us. I bet they have a bug in this room right now.
Where you leave crumbs, you're gonna get bugs. It was a political joke. I thought you'd like it.
Don't you see? You're playing right into McCarthy's hands. Fear through intimidation.
He doesn't intimidate you, a United States senator who giggles like Porky the Pig?
My God, this is a terrible time for all of us.
20 after 10. He's right.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus, no!
What?
I have a cousin, my mother's nephew, a nice, sweet, stupid boy. He was a communist in college for 3 months, then he quit. What would I do if they asked me about him?
You take the Fifth Amendment.
Oh, the 6th Avenue subway. You got off in China.
All right, guys, enough. We're heading to the cancer zone of humor.
You know how Max hates McCarthy. Wait till he hears about this.
Wait till you hear about Max.
What?
He got a threatening letter.
From McCarthy?
No, he writes them himself.
You don't know that.
He called me last night, had one of his Scotch tranquilizer combos sitting there with a loaded shotgun on his lap.
Said he was going to shoot the bastards.
Well, hasn't he got those 2 hunting dogs? Maybe that's all it is. He was just going to go hunting.
Those dogs don't hunt, they point to food in supermarkets.
Okay. God forgive me for mentioning this word. Nervous breakdown.
That's 2 words. God will never forgive you.
Wait a minute, let's not go off half-cocked. First one who makes a joke on that is in trouble.
Listen, if you're half-cocked, you're in enough trouble.
Has Max ever missed a show? Has Max ever missed a rehearsal? Has Max ever missed a writing session? Never. He's in this room with us every day. Never an ego-inflated shit like most of the comics we've all worked with. Max is a professional. He's dependable. He's reliable. He's eccentric, but he's not crazy.
Then why for the first time is he half an hour late?
He probably stopped to shoot his dogs, his toes, and his tires, but he'll be here.
Hello? Oh, hi, where are you? It's Ira. He's running late at his analyst.
I thought his analyst died.
He met another one at the funeral. Ira, just get here. We have problems.
Ira Stone was a hypochondriac who came in late every day with a new ailment. His greatest wish in life was to have a virus named after him. Hello? Oh, okay. Thanks, Helen. Max just walked in. He stopped off in the John.
All right, everybody calm down. Relax. What do we say to him?
Do we mention anything about the letters or the loaded shotgun?
He must know because he told Kenny last night.
We should make a quick decision what we say. How long do you think he's going to be in there?
My friend had a German shepherd who flew from Paris to New York. When he landed, he peed for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Can you imagine what Lindbergh must have done?
You know what? I don't want the responsibility of being head writer anymore. I swear to God, I quit. Carol, you're head writer.
I'm trying to get pregnant. I have enough to worry about.
Ask your husband. Why should we do everything?
Oh! Just talking about you, Max. We were saying the response to Saturday's show was unbelievably good. Maybe the best ever.
I got at least 20 phone calls.
I made 10 myself. That's how good it was.
Any reports on the show?
Yes, Max. Unbelievably good. Maybe the best ever.
What did they say?
They said, unbelievably good. Maybe the best ever.
Mug.
What?
Mug!
Mug, he wants coffee in his mug. No cream for sugar.
Oh, right, Max.
Did we get any more memos from NBC?
What?
Memos. They love to send memos.
No, Max, no memos.
No memos? They skipped a day without memos? They're saving them so they can memo me to death. They'll bury me in a folded memo in the Mount Memo Cemetery in Memo Park, New Jersey.
Here's your coffee, Max. Be careful. It's very hot.
That was hot!
You shouldn't drink hot things so fast, Max.
No, it's good. Boils the blood.
You want an aspirin, Max?
Took a bottle at home.
Well, a bottle of aspirin should clear it up.
Did you get any sleep last night, Max?
Oh, yeah, slept like a bear.
Those bear sleeps are great, huh, Max? You wake up in April, May, you feel like a million.
Helen, I'm ready. We work today. Lots of work. I want to do a great show this week. No, not a great show. The best show we ever did. You hear?
Sure, Max. It's always good to change it once in a while.
Dry clean and press.
Like always, Max.
And check my pockets. I don't want my keys pressed.
Yes, Max. Oh, Mr. Revere of NBC sent you a big pile of memos.
Okay. They started, we'll finish. You all heard it. NBC fired the first shot. Remember this day, everyone. A day that will live in infamy. March 6th, 1953.
It's March 8th, Max.
What are you, a historian? March 6th, March 8th, March 12th, who gives a damn? The battle has started. The lines have been drawn. Now we have to plan our counterattack.
What's it about?
What's up, Max?
What's up? Well, what's not down is up. What's up could be down, what's down could be up. You understand?
Certainly. It's Newton's theory of obscurity, isn't it?
They want to cut the show down to an hour.
An hour?
Us? We're #1 show in the country. Maybe 2, 3 the worst.
Cutting us down right at the kneecaps. Chop, 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 chop.
Can't you reason with these people, Max?
What people? NBC is not a people. They're not like us.
They wear black socks up to their necks. Crew neck socks. They come home from work, and before dinner, they dance with their wives. They put up wallpaper in their garages. You can't talk to them.
Then what is it they want?
All right. What is this I'm smoking?
I'll take a chance, guys. A cigar?
Wrong.
Damn, I thought I had it.
To us, it's a cigar. To them, it's power. To them, it's control. To them, it's grabbing our testicles and squeezing them. You understand?
I'll explain what that feels like later.
Forgive me, Max. I don't mean to interrupt. Let me see if I can understand. The cigar is a phallic symbol, i.e. the penis. I.e. the penis is power. I.e. the penis is control, right?
I-E-I-O!
So NBC is using their power to control us, right, Max? To do what?
To cut out my heart. They want to cut the budget, save money. He says the show is too sophisticated, too smart, he says. My own sister, my own brother, two people who never graduated from spelling, understand every word. The big money sponsors want out, he says. And what do they sell? Raisins, macaroni, cream cheese. People who eat and chew can't understand this program. Who does he think we're playing for? Dogs and cats?
Can they just say that, Max? From now on, you've got an hour and that's it?
They can say what they want. Let them. But I've got a plan.
What's the plan, Max?
All right. Close the doors.
The doors are closed, Max.
When the Thracians fought the Battle of the Modena Heights in 354 BC, outnumbered by 100,000 men, what did Cyclantus, the greatest military mind in all of history, decide to do?
Was Cyclantus the giant with the big eyes?
Will you let the man finish? What did Cyclantus do, Max?
He sent out 100 women, old, young, whatever, placed them in a circle, 10 miles apart. Then, in the dead of night, each of 100 women lit
An umbrella?
a torch, big torches. An umbrella? The enemy saw the torches all around them, thought they were surrounded, threw down their arms, and sounded surrender. You hear? The surrounded sounded surrender. And that's what we're going to do.
Get 100 women with torches and surround Rockefeller Center? I was just asking. I was never in the army.
I say we just kill the fuckers.
You got it.
Can you tell us exactly what NBC did, Max?
They sent me the declaration of war in the mail, delivered to the house where my wife and children sleep. There's going to be blood spilled, oh yes, but not in my house. Their palaces will crumble, and their kings will fall, and their wheat fields will be scorched.
NBC has wheat fields.
Let me ask you, Max, is it NBC who's been sending you the threatening letters?
Who told you about that?
You did. Last night, you called me, remember?
I called you?
Yes.
Last night?
Right.
That was you?
I swear.
Didn't sound like you.
I tried my best, Max.
It sounded foreign to me, Spanish maybe.
That was my maid from Peru.
She was at Kenny's house?
No, in my house. You called me after you called Kenny.
I never spoke to you.
No, I was at the theater.
I called you at the theater?
No, you called me at my house. I went to the theater. In the village. The peach, the pear, the plum.
The cherry lane.
The cherry lane, thank you.
You were with Val?
No, I was at home with my wife.
I called you at home?
No, not me. Val wanted to know what theater he went to, and I told him.
Val called you to ask what theater he was in?
No, he already came home. He asked me this morning.
I didn't even know you were married.
Well, this is the first time we ever talked.
I can't remember anything. I think somebody's drugging me, I swear to God.
Well, Max, that brings up another delicate subject.
I fell asleep the other night with my eyes open. I thought I was dreaming about a ceiling.
In the first place, Max, you know we all love you.
Sometimes, in the middle of the night, I go into the kitchen, get a hammer, and smash walnuts. Why would I do that?
I think Freud says that's a symptom of fear.
Why? I'm not afraid of walnuts. You want to hear the worst part?
I thought we did, Max.
When I eat, I can't tell the difference between steak and fish anymore. Why is that?
Where do they catch your steak, Max?
What was the delicate subject?
Well, it's just that we feel for your own good, Max. For your own health. For your family's well-being.
I don't want to hear my fortune. I just want to hear the delicate subject.
We don't think those pills you take before you leave here at night are good for you, Max.
What pills?
The pills, Max, that you take before you go home.
I take pills? What are you talking about? Those tranquilizers? They're prescription. 2 little pills.
Little pills, we could play 9 innings of softball with 1 pill.
I hardly take them once a week.
You take them once a week every night, Max.
But they're harmless. Carol, you remember you weren't feeling well one night. I gave you half a pill. Did anything happen?
I don't remember. I slept for 9 days.
It's not just the pills, it's the 4 jiggers of scotch you take to wash them down. Pills and liquor don't mix, Max. Or Max Mix, however you want.
I gotta sleep. If I don't sleep, who's gonna protect my family from them?
NBC is threatening your family?
They're threatening my show. My show is my life. They threaten my life, they threaten my family. Do you want to hear the letter they sent me? Do you want to know what they said? Word for word for word.
Go ahead, Max. The doors are still closed.
They said, give the people shit.
The president of NBC said that?
You heard me. Give the people shit.
You mean as a gift?
Why would he say that, Max?
Because they can make money on shit. A potful. Just drive up to Connecticut sometime. They got big Tudor shit houses wherever you look. That's why they invented television. They put shit on for people to watch. They advertise shit. The people run out and buy the shit. The kids break the shit, so they buy in more shit. And the shit moguls go to France in the summer. And the poor people stay here and watch more shit. That's why I got a letter saying, give the people shit.
Isn't that what Marie Antoinette said?
Why do you always talk to me? Annoy somebody else once in a while.
Let me take a whack at this. For 4 years in a row, we sweep the Emmy Awards. Every critic in the country loves us. But suddenly, television is expanding. Never we do the Midwest, the South, different kinds of audience. They want to watch quiz shows, bowling, wrestling. Am I right?
If you got shit, shovel it over.
So they want to cut us to an hour. Don't make the shows too esoteric, too smart. Don't do takeoffs on Japanese movies, Italian movies.
Feed a horse hay, what are you gonna
You
get?
don't even have to say it, Max.
So it's not just cutting the half hour, it's the kind of show they want us to do.
Can't we talk to them, Max?
Talk? No. No talk. Fight. We fight them on the sea. We fight them on the beaches. Or we get the bastards in an alley in Brooklyn somewhere. Remember what Churchill said? Never have so many given so much, so long, for so little, for so few, for so
My God, this ties up with everything that's going on in this country today. The censorship, the blacklisting. It's Senator McCarthy publicly disgracing a man like General George Marshall.
What? What did he say about Marshall?
You didn't hear? It was on the radio all morning.
What did he say? I want to hear it exactly. Say it slowly. I don't want to miss a word.
Joe McCarthy accused General George Marshall, a 5-star general of the Army, of being a member of the Communist Party.
Somebody trade places with me.
We know how you feel, Max. We feel the same way.
You feel the same way I do? I don't think so. Would you like to know how I feel? Ask me. Ask me how I feel about McCarthy.
Don't ask him, Val. I'm afraid to see.
Oh, you don't want to see? Don't look. Ask me how I feel.
We can already see how you feel, Max.
Not yet. When you ask me, then you'll see. Ask me.
How do you feel about McCarthy, Max?
Thank you. That's how I feel.
Oh my God!
Are you all right, Max?
Somebody go in the other room and see how McCarthy is.
They want shit. There, I gave them shit.
Can you get your hand out, Max?
I'll leave it there. Get a knife. Cut it off. Send it in a box to that no-good bastard. Let him know what I think of him.
Someone get his hand out. It could be broken.
Helen, get in here. Call to my confidence. I'm gonna hit something. Something big. Something expensive.
There's a bank across the street, Max.
Yes, Max?
See that hole? Don't touch it. Leave it there. Call up a framer. No, call Tiffany's. I want that hole framed in their best silver. And underneath, I want a plaque, gold. And on the plaque, I want engraved, in honor of General George Marshall, soldier, statesman, slandered by that son of a bitch McCarthy.
I'm not sure the Tiffany's would print that, Max.
You pay him enough, they'll print it.
Yes, Max!
Hey, I think this could be a national.
Okay. I got the sketch for this week's show.
What is it, Max?
I want to be the Statue of Liberty. I want to wear a long gown down to my toes.
I like that.
With big sandals and a tiara. With a torch and a book. I want to be painted green with bird shit on my shoulders from the pigeons. And I'm standing on this box. It says, give me your poor, you're hungry, you're sunburned, you're toothless, whatever they got there.
Well, look it up.
That's funny, Max. Then what happened?
She gets subpoenaed to Washington. She comes in the courtroom. The hem of her dress is dripping wet from the harbor with codfish in her hair. Terrific. And he's sitting up there looking at her. Senator Joseph McNutcake.
McNutcake? You can't say that, Max. Not on the air.
You don't think it's funny?
Yes, it's funny. I don't think 8 years in jail would be funny. You can't say McNutcake.
How about McBirdbrain? McFruithead? Mick the Blunger means crazy in Yiddish. You'll never understand it.
Someone will tell you.
So we do nothing? Is that what you all want to do? Nothing?
I don't think having a long life is nothing, Max.
Where I grew up, we took care of bullies. We gotta do something, guys.
We feel the same as you, Max.
No, you don't. You don't know how I feel.
Don't ask him. It'll look like Swiss cheese in here.
Well, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not lying down. We gotta make some kind of stand. Like Spartacus in the war against the Byzantiums.
So, what do you suggest we do, Max?
We quit. We tell them, keep their show, put shit on 7 days a week. We all walk out of here single file, with our hands in the air. like the heroes of Bataan. We're off the air as of today. No show Saturday. That's what Patrick Henry said.
He said no show Saturday.
If we walk, Max, they'll sue us.
Listen, are we together or not? Because if someone here doesn't want to quit, I don't want him here. He can leave.
That'll show him, Max.
I'm calling them now.
Max!
Now I'm calling. Helen, get me NBC.
Think of it this way, Max. If we go off the air, isn't there a good chance they'll find someone else who doesn't mind giving them shit?
Someone else's shit isn't mine. Do you know who said that?
Tell us, Max. We'll get it wrong.
It's in the Bible. You have to look for it.
Someone else's shit isn't mine is in the Bible, Max? Where?
Bottom of page 162. What, you think I memorized the whole Bible, for Christ's sake?
Max, it's a dumb idea. You've worked your whole life for this show. You think ABC or CBS are any different? They have corporate minds, Max. If they could get a TV set to turn out sausages, we'd all be pigs instead of writers. They're not interested in culture. Maybe if Van Gogh and Goya were wrestlers, they'd put them on Friday nights. But if we quit, Max, they win. We give up an hour and a half to Miss America and beat the clock. We stay, Max. We do what we've been doing for years, only we do it better. And we keep doing it. And you know why, Max? Because maybe we'll never have this much fun again in our entire lives.
I served under General Marshall in the war. We were together in the European front.
I thought you were in the Navy, Max. Playing in a band.
He came to a dance I played in London. He was foxtrotting 10 feet away from me. I played a saxophone solo in his honor.
He's on the phone, Max. Mr. NBC. He's waiting.
I'll take it up my office. We're not pulling down our flag. I will not break my sword over my knee for anyone. When the Roman legions, led by Augustus IV, fled in defeat, he came back to win on November the 5th.
I think somebody's got to get word to President Lincoln.
Personally, I think we're one phone call away from a career in the garment center.
Anyone mind if I take some bagels home just in case?
Why don't we get back to work and write something?
What have I been saying all morning?
Fucking pumpernickel.
Listen, Ira is here. He's washing his face. He doesn't look very good to me. Oh! I hear my phone ringing.
Listen, everybody, Ira's gonna walk in here with his special ailment of the day. Pneumonia, phlebitis, cataracts, whatever. No matter what he says, pay no attention. If he faints at our feet, just let him lay there.
It's so cruel, Ken.
As cruel as making us listen to his complaints every day? I don't think so.
Here he comes.
Remember, just stare at him.
I can't breathe. I can't catch my breath. I think it's a heart attack. It could be a stroke. Don't panic. Just do what I tell you. Call the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. Ask for Dr. Milton Brockman. Tell him I got a sharp stabbing pain down my left arm, across my chest, down my back, into my left leg. If he's in surgery, call Dr. Frank Banzerini at St. John's Hospital, 6th floor cardiology, and tell him I suddenly got a burning sensation in my stomach. At first I thought it was breakfast. I had smoked salmon. It was still smoking. Didn't feel right going down. If his line's busy, call the Clayton and Marcus Pharmacy at 72nd and Madison. Ask for Al. Tell him I need a refill on my prescription from Dr. Schneider. I can't remember the drug. Zodioprotozoc. No, Vasco something. Vasco da Gama? What the hell was it? I can't get air to my brain. This scarf is choking me. Get it off my neck. Don't call my wife. wife. No, maybe you should. Call her, but don't tell her it's a stroke. If she thinks it's a stroke, she'll call my mother. I have no time to talk to my mother. She drives me crazy. Oh, this could be it. I swear to God. Why are you just sitting there? What the hell are you waiting for?
For you to die. Or finish your instructions, whichever comes first.
Oh, you think this is a joke? You think this is funny? You think I would walk in here with a pain so bad that I... Wait a minute! Hold it! God, wait a minute! Hold it! Wait a minute! Oh! I just passed gas? Thank God! I thought it was all over for me!
Jesus! I hope you die! I hope you have a stroke right now and die! I hope your mother comes and sees you and talks to you for an hour before you die!
You're angry? You're upset that I'm still alive? What is this, Nazi Germany? Let's kill another Jew?
Yes, in this case I would make an exception.
Fine, now I know who my friends are.
Friends? What friends? You have no friends. There isn't a puppy in the world who would come out of a pound to live with you.
Wait a minute. From them I'll take you haven't earned the right. Because of one goddamn Irish potato famine, I have to put up with you?
You have the nerve to walk in here telling us you're having a stroke and you think you can fart your way out of this?
I had a little scare. I didn't know what it was. I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone in this room except to him.
Hey, come on, guys!
It's over! Okay. So, read back what we got so far.
What we got so far? You want to know what we got so far? Lucas, read him back what we got so far.
We don't have anything.
That's what we got so far.
11 o'clock and you have nothing on paper? What have you people been doing in here? Is it always up to me to get the show started?
You phony, fat, faggot-looking, egocentric turd.
Woo!
When did you ever come in on time like the rest of us?
I can't believe my ears. Phony, fat, faggot. Is this what Ireland sent us? We could have had Keats, we could have had O'Casey, we could have had George Bernard Shaw. But no, we get an illiterate anti-Semite immigrant who failed streetcar conductor school. My family, all brilliant Talmudic scholars, almost drowned coming over on the boat to America because your drunken people kept beating the shit out of the captain.
Why do we have to keep making racial jokes? Jewish jokes, Irish jokes, Italian jokes. Hasn't America progressed beyond that?
No, I don't think it has.
No, let them go on. A little aggression is good for writers. All humor is based on hostility. Am I right, Kenny?
Absolutely. That's why World War II was so funny, schmuck.
If you didn't go to 5 doctors every morning, maybe you'd get here by 10 o'clock.
Are you saying that I'm a hypochondriac? No. I have had this throat problem for 6 months. This thing could be cancer. They don't want to tell me.
Have them call me and I'll tell you.
You goddamn leprechaun. You know I've been carrying you on this show for 3 years. It's in the Encyclopedia Britannica. Look it up. Catholics are not funny.
What do you want, a funny contest? You want to take out all of Christianity? Come on, name your game.
What, funny against funny?
For all you want.
Oh, all right. I'll bet my shoes. My $65 genuine alligator floor shines against your $8.95 Tom McCann cardboard funeral parlor shoes for dead men. There's mine. Ante up your putz, bartender.
You got it. Okay. Okay, pick your subject.
Funny names.
Funny names.
Funny names. Anyone else want in on this small bet on the side?
I'm in for a pair of shoelaces.
All right. I give you 30 seconds to play. Then we get back to work. All right. Are we ready?
Up the Irish.
Out of Egypt!
Okay. For the funniest names. Ira first. Go.
Benjamin Button.
Angela Jonesalow.
Monsignor Abe Brillstein.
Rabbi John Wayne.
Monica Haneke.
Her Highness Queen Minnie the Moocher.
President Heidi Heidi Ho.
Mr. and Mrs. Jesus H. Christ.
The Earl of Sandwich hold the mayo.
Ira Stone.
Iris Stone. What's funny about Iris Stone?
Nothing. Nothing is funny about Ira Stone.
Foul default. He broke the rules. You can't use names we know. Nobody wins.
Jeez, it looks like the bombing of London.
Go get my shoes.
They're not your shoes anymore. They belong to the people of Greater New York now.
Direct hit on man coming out of Bergdorf Goodman.
Either you get those shoes or you better take some flying lessons real quick, you son of a bitch. You owe me $200.
$200 for a pair of Gravedigger's camping shoes?
Helen, can you come in for a second?
All right. We work all night tonight. No one leaves till we finish. And they absolutely forbid any more men's clothing to go out the window.
Yes, Carol?
Helen, will you please go downstairs and get Ira and Brian's shoes? They're on 57th Street.
Are they being repaired?
Eventually, Ira threw them out the window.
You should have asked me, Ira. I would have taken them down.
This man has a child who actually calls him Daddy.
Oh, I see! Have I awakened the sleeping tiger? The California whiz kid, the reformed Jew who got bar mitzvahed in the Hollywood Bowl, where Kemper Solomon Weiss sang the entire score to Porgy and Bess.
He's like a plague. He's like locusts. Billions of locusts. The more you kill him, the more he keeps coming back. In 10 minutes, we'll all be naked.
I don't have the right to say what I want. When did we lose free speech?
Okay, that's it. Ira, I'm asking Max to take your name off the credits this week. If you come up with something, you get back one letter at a time. 3 jokes, you get 3 letters. If that's all you come up with, it'll just say Ira on the screen. That's it.
Oh, okay. What if I wrote the whole show myself? You think I can't do it? Give me paper! Lots of paper!
Don't forget to flush.
You really think you can do it, Ira?
I think I could win the Emmy Award.
I think your stroke is coming back.
Don't forget to make it funny, Ira.
Funny. It says funny on my birth certificate.
Well, I didn't think it said baby.
I'm going now. The whole show, top to bottom, by Ira Stone.
Are we on a break because I have to go to the John?
There are no breaks. We've had our breaks. We've had a bagel break, a Joe McCarthy break, a shotgun break, a hole-in-the-wall break, a Sequentes break, and 2 pairs of shoes out the window break. We've used up all our breaks.
Well, then I'll have to ask Carol to turn around because I'm going to pee in the plant.
And this was the most respected program in all of television. And I knew then and there, if I was going to keep my job, I'd have to become as totally crazy as the rest of them.
Did Helen come back with my suit yet?
No, Max, she's out looking for shoes.
What was wrong with the shoes she was wearing?
How'd the call go with NBC, Max?
The call with NBC? The call with NBC went fine.
Everything's all right?
It's fine.
It all got settled?
It got settled fine.
Was anything decided?
Fine was decided. We decided fine.
No problems?
We had some problems, but we fined them out.
That sounds fine to me, Max.
You want to give us any details, Max? Any changes?
changes. Let me see. Oh, yes. They're cutting us back to an hour. This year is fine. Next year is an hour. Next year, they cut the budget. Next year, they want approval of the sketches. Next year, they put an observer on the show. That's all. That's the only changes. Minor stuff.
And that's fine with you, Max?
No, that's fine with them. Them is fine. We is not so fine yet. But we'll see. We'll wait. We'll think. We'll plan. Then we'll be fine.
What is the observer going to do, Max?
The observer, he's going to observe. He'll be around the show, observing the coffee, the cream cheese, the potato chips. Maybe he'll come up here and observe us working. Observe Ira coming in late. Maybe he can observe me getting upset that he's observing me. And then he'll observe me taking the fucking telephone and smashing it on the fucking floor. Or, if the observer hasn't finished observing, maybe he can observe me putting my fist through his fucking face. No! And then they'll take him away for surgery, and he'll observe the hospital for a while. But right now, I'm fine. Lucas, when Helen gets back, tell her to call Tiffany's again. Just a simple frame with a gold plaque underneath saying, fine. So, what do we got for this week's show?
What am I, crazy? Run a whole show myself? Get out of here. Hey, how you doing, Max?
Fine. Just fine.
It was 7 months later, and as you can see, I made the staff. Mug! I was contributing a lot more to the show, but what I think cemented the job for me was the day I poured lighting fluid on the desk and set fire to it. I was made an honorary lunatic. The show was cut down to an hour and the budget by a third. There were still bagels and onion rolls, but no more Danish, no pound cake, no apple strudel. NBC wasn't paying anymore. Max was. And Max still had his temperamental moments, as you can see from the wall of terror. Those two new holes with the simple black frames were added when Ethel and Julius Rosenberg were executed. And although Max was valiantly trying to cut out the pills and scotch, the pressure from NBC and the sponsors made it a losing battle for him. Oh, hi, Max. This is early for you. Everything all right? Max?
What?
How are you?
No one's in yet?
No, just me.
Just you?
Yes, Max.
So the editor's on here.
No. Would you like some coffee?
Usually they're in early on Tuesday.
I know, but this is Monday, Max.
How's your wife?
My wife? She's fine, Max. Thanks for asking.
Penny, right?
Yes, Penny.
Yes. Pretty girl. And smart. I like her.
Thank you, Max. I'll tell her.
And the kids. How's the kids? Andy and Sue, right?
We don't have kids, Max.
No kids? So who's Andy and Sue?
I don't know, Max.
But you like it here, okay?
Working here? Oh, yeah, I love this job, Max.
We'll see. So, nobody's here, huh?
No, Max, just us.
Maybe I'll lie down in my office.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Why?
Why? Well, because you look tired.
Me? Never. Never get tired. I just need a little nap, that's all.
I see.
So I'll be up in my office. Gonna take a little nap.
Oh, okay, Max.
I think Andy and Sue are my nephews.
That was the only time I was ever alone in a room with Max. It was hard finding a topic in common with him, unless you were up on the Thracian Wars.
I cannot believe I got a ticket for speeding on the parkway. I was driving so slow, the cop who pulled me over was walking.
What'd you expect? You were asking for it.
I was?
You wear an all-white suit and a Panama hat? Those guys sit behind a billboard waiting for some schmuck like you.
I thought I looked like a senator.
No, you look like a Nazi trying to catch a boat to Argentina.
I liked you better when you weren't funny.
Ba-dum-bum. Max was just in here.
This early? No new holes, he must be all right. What did he say?
Well, he thought it was Tuesday, and he asked me how the kids I don't have were, and then he said he wasn't tired, so he was going out to take a nap.
Well, my suit will cheer him up. Are the bagels getting smaller, or is this room getting bigger?
Same size, there's just half as many now.
Well, counting my wife, that's the second thing I lost this week.
Are you serious?
I'm never serious, but she always is, which is why I think she's leaving.
I'm sorry about your wife, Milt.
Don't say anything to the guys, will you? I want to tell Max first.
Yes, sure. You okay?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I should have known it at the wedding. When her father handed me an empty envelope, I knew it wasn't a match made in heaven.
You don't seem too upset about it.
In this room, I can't afford it. Funny is money. I tried to patch it up. I offered to take her on a second honeymoon. She said she didn't like the first one that much. Then she said, bottom bum. That's what really hurt.
Sometimes I think you sell yourself short, Milt.
Lukey, I'll sell myself in whatever size they'll buy me.
I just heard the news in my car. Did you hear it?
No, I wasn't in your car.
What happened?
Stalin died. Joseph Stalin is dead.
Really?
So I guess you'll be going to the funeral.
Milt, I want you to hear this because I've been practicing it with a tutor. Go fuck yourself.
You said it right. You said it right. You actually went to a tutor to learn to say that?
Absolutely. Cost me a fucking fortune.
You mean he only taught you to say it once?
No, he only told me to say it to you. So wait, there's more news. The U.S. State Department just announced They have positive proof that Russia has the hydrogen bomb.
Jesus, that is scary.
Tell my children, because they're the ones who inherit the devastation the fucking politicians left them.
You know you're saying it worse than ever. You didn't go to a Russian tutor, did you?
This is going to be one hell of a day to write comedy. What is that? A white suit?
Oh my God! What did the cleaners do to my blue serge?
You didn't know Max hates white suits?
Max does?
Since he was a kid. No one told you about Max and white suits?
It's a joke, right? Not necessarily the kind you laugh at.
I swear to God. When Max's father died, they made a mistake and buried him in someone else's white suit. Max had nightmares about it for years. Half his analysis was about white suits.
I think my wife knew. She was laughing when I left the house this morning.
Take off your jacket. Whole wardrobe. Maybe they have a dark suit in your size.
You're telling me the truth about this, Val.
If Max sees you in that suit, Tiffany's does some business today.
Helen, could you get me wardrobe, please? No, now. I need an emergency dark suit. I'll hold.
Hi, Mama.
Please, nobody stand between me and that chair.
You need any help?
No thanks, I've had enough help from men. Ah! Oh God, I thought you were a doctor. I was afraid I miscounted my due date.
When is your due date?
Whenever my doctor's out of town.
Come on.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
You want to put your feet up?
Another gynecologist.
Did you hear about Joseph Stalin?
Don't tell me, McCarthy put him on the blacklist.
Hello, wardrobe? Who's this? Hannah! Listen, Hannah, this is Milt Fields, one of the writers. We're working out a sketch here. We need a dark suit, size 40 regular, as soon as possible. Yes, that sounds fine. No, I cannot come downtown. We need it here in the writer's room. Would you please take a taxi? God bless you. I love you, Hannah. I'll be right with you. Helen, Milt, Max is up in his office. I want you to call me in here the second he comes down. The exact minute you see his feet, you call me immediately. Someone's life, who we both love very much, depends on this, okay? All right, Lucas, when she calls, I'll rush into the men's room. I'll stay there till Hannah gets here. Then you bring the suit to me and the John.
Oh, the Ruskies got the big bazoom. Joe McCarthy is suddenly very popular in America today. Great suit, Milt. You look like the governor of Devil's Island.
Oh, Mr. Fashion Plate, the man's been wearing a single-breasted ashtray for 3 years.
That's right, and I'll be wearing an opening night of my new play. Why don't you wait outside the theater and watch the crowds mob me?
Ah, his new play, A Streetcar Named Failure.
Where's Max?
Up in his office.
We have to talk. We got a problem.
As bad as being kicked in the stomach?
No joke about my suit. You're gonna deprive me of your wit. You're not gonna tell me what I look like?
The first rabbi in the Amazon. Come on, this is serious business. I heard from Max again. He got a call yesterday from Aaron, his business manager. The show's been over budget every week this season. According to Max's deal... Is somebody crying?
It's me, I'm sorry, I need a release.
Is this gonna take long? We got business here.
Oh, I'm sorry, is it annoying you?
No, but if you could do it later.
Leave her alone. This is important. Max called me 3 times last night. Every time he tried to tell me what it was, he broke down. He got a call yesterday from Aaron, his business manager. The show's been over budget every week this season. According to Max's deal, Max is responsible for the overage. He owes the network about 1/3 of his salary so far.
Wait a minute, the baby's moving.
Are you giving birth?
Oh, God, I hope not. It's moving up. Towards my head.
Where the hell is it going?
I think it just wants to look out of my eyes.
Listen to me, will you? You know Max. He wants the best costumes, the best sets, the best of everything. Only now it's costing him big, so Aaron's laid down the law. Cut down on costumes, on sets, on everything.
I absolutely agree. There's too much waste around here.
Now this comes from Aaron, not Max. They're cutting 1 person from costumes, 1 from sets, 1 from the camera crew, 1 from the secretaries, and this is where Max broke down in tears. 1 from the writing staff.
I cannot fucking believe I wore a white suit today.
Somebody has to go, guys. Max is not going to pick him. Aaron is.
No.
Aaron, who was once Heinrich Himmler's accountant, is not an easy man to deal with. So that's it. One of us is going.
This is a very bad dilemma.
Why, you've heard of a good dilemma.
Look, in a couple of weeks, I'm leaving to have my baby. I'll be out about 2 months. That buys us some time, doesn't it?
Aaron's not looking to buy time. He's looking to get rid of one salary for the entire year.
But we have contracts, no?
No, we have 3-month options in case NBC cancels. Didn't your agent tell you?
He plays golf a lot. I don't like to bother him.
Who are we kidding? I'm the logical choice. I'm the last one on staff. You all have seniority, so I go.
Over my dead body? Absolutely not. Out of the question. No one has to volunteer for this.
I'm not volunteering. I'm just saying they'll probably pick me because I'm the most expendable.
Oh, well, if that's the case, that's different.
The irony is Lucas is the safest one here. He makes a third of what most of the staff makes. What Aaron wants is to get rid of one of the top money guys.
Well, I guess I have to be the one to say this. Who's the one on the show who makes top money and puts in half the time of anybody else? Pay him by the hour, and Max would save almost an entire salary. I'm not naming any names.
No.
So Ira goes. Anyone second the betrayal?
Absolutely not. We're starting our own blacklist here.
Hey guys, we don't make the choice who goes, Aaron does, and that's it, unless someone comes up with an unforeseen miracle.
They think I have a brain tumor!
This may be what we're looking for.
Who thinks you have a brain tumor?
I couldn't tie my shoelaces this morning. I forgot how to do it. Shoelaces! My 3-year-old kid tied his. I begged him to do mine. I put tomato juice in my coffee. Tomato juice!
Well, it isn't necessarily a brain tumor. Have you ruled out stupidity?
Remember to say that at my funeral after you do your little jig on my coffin.
Ira, calm down.
This is calm down. This is the best I've been all day.
Listen, Ira, there could be a lot of reasons for this. Maybe you're just underworked.
You can't wait, can you? You're just dying to come to the hospital and sing "Oh, Danny Boy" at my bedside.
Leave him alone, Brian. If he wants a brain tumor, let him have a brain tumor.
Look, I have double vision.
You mean right now?
Right now, all night, all morning, double vision. 2 cabs pulled up in front of my house this morning. I took them both.
Ira, since I know you, you've had every disease known to mankind, and a few animal diseases, and you're still here.
You don't have a brain tumor.
You want proof? Undeniable, positive, absolute proof! There it is in black and white, okay?
You actually wrote on the wall with an indelible marker? Children could go to jail for that.
Ha! I'm seeing double again! Milt, will you sit down, please? You look like the entrance to the White House.
Ira, we're busy. If you have a brain tumor, go down to the shoemaker, he'll take it out.
Oh, I see. I'm crazy, right? Like Tolstoy was crazy. Like Dostoevsky was crazy.
No, they were crazy in a talented way. You're sort of a fucking waste of time, crazy.
Either you stay in this room, and you ride with us together, or you go home and have your kid untie your laces and come in tomorrow.
Did I say no? I'm here, aren't I? I came to work. I just have to see how my stocks are doing.
Has it ever occurred to you you monopolize every minute you're in this room?
Who better than me? What am I, uninteresting?
Mel! Max is coming in!
Now I told you to call me! No calls for anyone. Nobody leaves, nobody moves. We gotta talk in here.
Yes, Max! Sorry, Milt!
Aye.
Who's that, Bill? What's the matter with you?
I don't feel too good. I'll be right back. I have to go to the job.
Save it. We gotta talk first. Sit up.
2 minutes, Max. I'll rush.
Are you sick? You look white as a ghost.
Well, I get that way. I think I have a bladder infection.
No, it's something else. Something different. Why do you look different?
I don't know, Max.
You got a haircut, right?
Me? Yes, this morning. Just a light trim. Amazing that you noticed.
A man gets a haircut. I noticed. Sit down. Not over there. I'm not talking over there.
I want to be near the water so I can drink. I can hear you.
Well, don't sit in the sun. There's a glare on you. Hey, where's Carol?
Here, Max.
Anything new with the baby?
No, nothing new. Still in there.
You got a good doctor?
Oh, yeah, very good. I love my doctor.
You're in love with your doctor?
No, I love that he's a good doctor. I love my husband.
Right, you're still with your husband. Good. I'm glad. Where's Val?
Right here, Max, please.
You keep moving around. Sit in one place.
Absolutely. Forgive me. My fault.
So, Kenny, did you tell them about our phone call?
Yes, Max, I told everyone when I came in.
We heard, Max.
I hope it didn't upset the baby.
I don't think so. She's not into show business yet.
Our children are all we have. They could take everything else away from you. Your dignity, your pride, your set designers, your makeup lady, but they can't take your children. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Max.
So far, no one's going. So far, everyone's still here.
That's good, Max.
But so far is only going to last so far. Then so far turns into so long.
We understand, Max.
Understand what? What are you talking about?
He doesn't know.
Ira came in late.
Why did I tell everybody about coming in late?
What do I know? I'm never here when you tell them.
I have a brain tumor. I have a brain tumor. Who wrote that?
I did.
Don't lie to me. Who did it?
I just told you it was me.
Did somebody from NBC do this? Is that what they're trying to tell me? I have a brain tumor so they can break the contract?
Max, I swear to God, on my father's grave, on my children's life, I wrote it.
Why?
Because I have a brain tumor!
Is that going to wash off?
Don't you care what may happen to me?
First, let's take care of what happened to my wall. Is that going to wash off?
No, it isn't. It's a permanent marker, okay?
If this doesn't wash off, you'll definitely have a brain tumor. Go ahead, Kenny. Tell them on our phone call.
You know all about the budget problems the show's been having this year. Well, Max has been paying a lot of things out of his own pocket.
Now, wait a minute. Look at the holes you punched in over there. That's a polka dot wall. And I get blamed for a few lousy words scribbled in ink?
It's my wall. It's my holes. You want to buy your own wall? This one's for sale. Take it. For $5,000, you can cover it with your entire life's blood pressure. Otherwise, I want my wall back the way it was. Go on, Kenny.
This is the last time I'm telling you. Aaron won't let Max pay for anything anymore. You hear what I'm telling you? So they're cutting one person from every department on the show. You listening? That means one writer, one of us. Someone in this room has to go. That's it.
So what are you saying? One of you guys has to go?
I say we hang him out the window. Make him a permanent weather vane.
You mean this includes everybody? This is funny. This is the human comedy. This is William Saroyan. This is reality. I would have come in early for this. Okay, how does it work? How do we pick the one who goes?
We don't. Aaron is going to pick him.
What color is that suit?
Yes! This is an off-color cream beige, sort of a taupe, antique eggshell.
You're sure it's not?
No, it isn't!
All right. Upstairs, I thought it out. There's another way, a better way. We don't need Aaron to pick someone.
This sounds hopeful, Max. How do we do it?
Is Napoleon dead?
What do you mean?
I asked the simple question. Is Napoleon dead?
Yes, Max, he is. Napoleon is dead.
How do you know? Did you see him dead?
Not personally, no. But I saw his tomb in Paris.
Did you open the tomb and look?
They don't let you do that, Max. And who could lift it? It was just me and my wife.
So how do you know he's in the tomb?
It says so. Why would they build Napoleon's tomb when he wasn't in it?
They built the Eiffel Tower. They didn't put Mr. Eiffel in it.
Mr. Kellogg isn't in his box of cornflakes either, Max. What point are you trying to make?
I just made it. Maybe we can fire Ryder, but no one has to go.
How do we do that, Max?
Easy. I worked it all out. First, I cut your salaries down 10%. Then I fire Ryder. Doesn't make any difference who. Then I take all the 10% and I pay the fired Ryder, so he stays. Then I pay your 10% back out of miscellaneous expenses. So the IRS gets paid, all the writers get paid, no one gets fired, and it doesn't cost me anything.
And when they ask where the miscellaneous expenses are, what do you say?
They're in Napoleon's tomb. What do I know? I don't want to hear anymore. I thought it out. It works for me. Let Aaron figure out the details. It's out. I don't want to fire anyone. My writers are my flesh and blood. There's no miscellaneous in my body. You understand? So, get Helen in here. We got a show to write.
Lucas, get Helen in here.
I'll do it. I think he hangs out with ballet dancers.
So we finally went to work. We usually based our sketches on what was currently in the news. The movie version of Julius Caesar starring Marlon Brando just opened on Broadway. So we worked on it all morning and all afternoon.
All right, read back what we got.
From the top.
From the top.
Title: High Class Films presents William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Produced by Nigel Bagel. Screenplay by Peter Porter and Esther Lester. Directed by Sir John Malcolm and his wife Gloria. And starring James Hedgehog, Morris Porridge, Olivia Valeria, and Marlon Merlin in his first completely memorized part as Julius Caesar. Rome, 44 BC, outside the Roman Senate.
Not outside the Roman Senate. 2 blocks from the Roman Senate. 2 blocks is funny.
2 blocks from the Roman Senate. Brutus speaks.
Hail Cassius!
Hail Brutus!
What news from Flavius and Lepidus?
Not well. Flavius has mucus and Lepidus is nauseous.
Hark! Trebonius approaches. Hail Trebonius, how fare thee?
A slight pain in my kishkas.
You think they'll know what kishkas are in Nebraska, Max?
If you point to it and make a face, they'll know. Go on.
What news of the conspiracy?
Linus told Paulus. Paulus thinks it's much hocus pocus. Yet Flavius and Lepidus told Marcus that justice must be practiced.
And of the conspiracy, what of it does Caesar know?
Caesar knows not of that which is yet to become knowest. For if knowest, he becomes of our conspired thoughts. Then would Caesar not give value to constrain such concerns?
Am I on?
Of that I know not, but that which I do know concerns all conspirators, thus giving recourse to Caesar's compliance, to which he has not yet given his dispensation.
Am I on?
Then it doth fall upon our devoted intentions that Caesar must not become martyred, for all Rome would give spleen to those that hasten his death, which seeks out the profit of this foul and fester.
All right, enough! Get me in a goddamn sketch already! Maybe last year, when we had an hour and a half, we could do what gives spleen to Linus and Paulus upon his martyred kishkas. But this is this year, for Christ's sake.
I don't have that line here, Max.
Try to pay attention, sweetheart.
Sorry, just gotta go to the John.
What did you do? Shave? different again.
No, just washed up.
I hate your suit. You wear weird things, you know that? Okay, go on.
It's Cassius line.
Caution, Caesar is upon us. Hail Caesar!
Hail, almighty Caesar!
Max looks up into the sky. They all look up too.
What dost thou seekest in the constellations, Caesar?
A cluster of stars in the heavens.
And by what name does this cluster be called, O Caesar?
It is called Stella. Stella! Stella for Starlight! I like that. It's a good one. It's a good joke, Kenny.
Kenny? What do you mean, Kenny? That was my joke, Max.
Who cares?
I care. I like to be given credit for what I contribute. That was my joke.
He's right, Max. It was his.
It makes no difference. I don't want no prima madonnas in here.
Prima Madonnas. Max, do you know why you're funny? Because you're the only one who doesn't understand what you're saying.
Really? How about this? You're fired, Ira. I understood that. That makes sense to me. I thought that was extremely clear.
I'm fired?
Yes, you're prima unemployed.
Max, I know I'm a little nuts, but on a line of crazies, you are 1.5 miles ahead of me.
Oh, I see. You're sane, and I'm crazy.
Don't take my word for it, ask my shrink. We've been analyzing you for the last 10 months.
You had me analyzed?
Right, we finished me last year, so this year we did you. He worships you, Max. He thinks you're a comic genius. No one makes him laugh the way you do, but he thinks you're capable of going to the Bronx Zoo and killing all the gorillas.
I tell you what. I fire you and I fire him. He can't analyze me anymore. And if I see him, he'll be the first gorilla.
I'm fired?
Yes.
Fine, great. I want my Stella joke back.
No. No Stella. I paid for Stella. I own Stella. You can have Linus Paulus Hocus Docus. You can have He Knows Not What He Not Knoweth, Whom Pepidus Is. But Stella is mine.
I'll give you Stella on one condition.
No, sir. No conditions.
Here's his condition. What's your condition, Ira?
I just want you to say you love me.
Love him? Love that? He steals my Stella, and he wants my love. You dreckus, schmuckus, piacus, chuggus. I want my Stella! I want my holding tax and my Social Security and the toy trucks I sent your kid.
Excuse me, sweetheart. There, I took Stella back. I can out-crazy you anytime, Max.
Paste that back on the page, or I'll staple you and your brain tumor to the wall.
I'm leaving now, and Stella is going with me.
Give it to me, Ira. Give it to me. Because I'm starting to get one of my Wolfman headaches.
You fired me. I gave you your chance. You won't say you love me? Fine. Say goodbye to Stella. I'll tell you something. It's a funny joke, but it tastes like shit.
You swallow it, and I shove my arm down your throat and pull Stella out with your tonsils.
Max, is this a piece of paper? We can write it again!
Not until he says he loves me!
Somebody get a torch. Maybe fire will frighten them.
I love you, you schmuck! Why don't you love me?
I like you, but I love Stella. Spit it out.
All right. Please. Jeez, I'm glad I didn't write War and Peace.
Put it back in the script.
You mean that?
No, just type it back in again. The Smithsonian will pick that up later.
Okay. I got what I wanted. Now I love you, you bastard.
Am I still fired?
No. Val is fired.
Why me?
Just for an hour, everyone has to take his turn.
What about you?
Absolutely. I'm fired after Lucas. Everyone except Carol. I'm not firing a pregnant woman.
Really? Since when did anyone here even notice I was a woman?
I knew the first day when you took your coat off. It took me a couple of hours, but I noticed.
I don't want to be considered a woman. I want to be considered a writer.
Fine with me. You'll just have to shave like the rest of us.
What are we talking about here? What is wrong with being a woman? My wife is a woman. She's crazy about it.
Yeah, I like it too, Max, but not in here. I can't survive in here as a woman, but as a writer, I can hold my own with anyone.
Well, I'm sorry. You have to be a woman. The show needs a woman's point of view. Of everybody here, you come the closest.
After 5 years in here, Max, you think I know what a woman's point of view is? I come home at night, I smell from cigar smoke. I have to put my dress in a humidor. I never said a crude word in my life before I came here, but now I go home to my fucking house and talk to my fucking husband like a fucking sailor. It's okay, I don't mind. If you lived in France for 5 years, you'd speak French. But I'm not in France, I'm here, so I speak fuck. I don't want to be called a woman writer, I want to be called a good writer. And if it means being one of the guys, then I'll be one of the guys. I can handle it.
Well, I agree. And I hope you have a great baby there, fella.
Okay. Back to work. Yeah, where were we?
Caesar has the next line.
What is wrong? What is this feeling of doom that hangs in the night air? What is this 12-inch kitchen knife doing in my back? Oh, boy, this hurts.
Oh, foul deed. Dost thou forgive me, Caesar?
Oh, Brutus, Brutus, my brother. I depended on thee. I counted on thee. I could have been a contender.
They punch another dagger in him.
Taxi.
The deed is done. Caesar reigns no more.
It stopped raining?
We pray for your soul, Caesar. Ad donde donis latinum more quantis bellum Nostradamus losto.
Nostradamus lost? Against Southern Californians?
That's where we stopped writing, Max.
I need to finish. Something in my speech, something big.
I got it, Max! You pull yourself up from the ground. You get up on one knee. You spread your arms out to Rome. And then you sing. Roma. How I love you, how I love you, my dear old Roma. I give the world to be among the folks in Fazzaguna Papalini, Roma. How I love you, how I love you.
Fazzaguna Papalini. The man is crazy.
Well, see me
But I like
all
it.
till I
What
get
a
to the
sketch.
pasta shore.
Roma, how I love you, how I love you, my dear old Roma.
I give the world to be among the folks in Fazzaguna Papalini.
wrote that week's show and the next week's show and the next 2 months' shows. The quality was still there, but the ratings weren't. America wanted comedy closer to their own lives. Julius Caesar wasn't as familiar to them as kids named Beaver and fathers who knew best. Max never really had to fire anyone because Brian soon left for Hollywood. There was a definite air of gloom around the office because Max was becoming more and more disoriented. He was in constant negotiation with NBC about the future of the show, and they took a hard line. It didn't stop Max from throwing his annual festive Christmas party, but he did, however, punch a large hole in the elevator door. Now you didn't have to look up to see what floor you were on. To be honest, we were all a little frightened, because until now we all had each other to lean on, but like little chicks leaving the nest, we'd soon know the fear, the panic, and the courage needed to fly by ourselves.
So, I got the petition for divorce in the mail yesterday, you hear? 2 days before Christmas. We worked out a nice settlement, though. She gave me a beautiful picture of the house. Where are you? Helen, come on in. It's too noisy in there.
I don't mind the noise. It's a party, isn't it?
My goodness, Helen, that dress is so becoming. Listen, Helen, I'm going to say something to you now that may shock you. But just hear me out, because I say it with all sincerity and with my deepest regard and respect for you. You're very attracted to me, aren't you?
Actually, I'm not.
But a little, right?
No, not even a little.
You didn't tell Giselle in the office that you thought I was cute?
Me? No, never. Why would I say that? Cute? Oh, God, no.
Well, maybe it was Giselle who said that I was cute.
No, Giselle told me she thought Kenny was cute.
All right, so what are we talking about? Some objects.
I think I should be getting back.
What if I said I wasn't interested in an affair? What if I said what I really wanted is a deep and lasting relationship?
I hope you find it. I really do.
What if I offered to give you my next year's salary for one night? No, don't believe that. There may not be a show next year.
I know.
I'll be out of a job, out of a wife, out of a family. Does pity excite you in any way?
I really don't want to miss the party.
What kind of a guy are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anyone.
Then what is it you want?
I want to be a writer. I want to write comedy.
A comedy writer? Hey, vey, why? You really want to be like me? Like Val? Like Ira? Like any of us?
More than anything else in the world.
Helen, you know us. We're disgusting. We're children. We have no life. This room is our life. We curse each other, hate each other. We throw shoes out the window. We set fire to the desk. We've made obscene phone calls to St. Patrick's Cathedral. We'll humiliate and denigrate anyone or anything in the world just to get a laugh.
See? That excites me.
I'll teach you everything I know.
Max wants all the writers in here. He wants to make a toast.
First the Danish toast, then the bagels, now we're down to toast.
No, I think he means with champagne.
Maybe you should rethink this comedy thing.
Did you guys hear what McCarthy did practically on Christmas Eve?
He put the Pope on the blacklist. Now the Pope can't get work on TV or in the movies. Can you imagine how drunk I must be to say that?
Who's got a camera?
Hey!
I want you to see what success looks like.
I knew you were in town. I heard you coughing.
Brian's Club, I thought you were gonna send for me.
I didn't know you delivered.
See? One day you'll say funny things like that.
Geez, you really went Hollywood. How about that coat has a little swimming pool in the pocket?
I sold out like that. I am now not only richer than you guys, I'm also 3 hours younger.
Ba-dum-bum! Ba-dum-bum-bum! Ba-dum! Bum!
Later, we'll have a little talk about timing.
Who's that? Is that Brian? Where the hell were you?
You just noticed I've been gone for 3 months?
Hey, Brian, have you heard the news?
What?
I'm so pissed I don't give a shit.
Russian humor. It's funnier if you're on a mule.
So where are you living out there?
A little place in the hills, overlooking Yvonne DiCarlo.
Whoa.
God, I'd give anything to live in Hollywood. Hollywood.
Well, that's all it takes, honey.
Brian, I heard you were in here. Come here. Oh, I haven't hugged a Gentile in so long. Oh, God, is that cashmere?
100%. My hair is coming in that way, too.
Oh!
Hey, you look terrific, Mama. I heard you had a boy.
No, a girl.
Well, don't worry. He'll grow out of it.
Will someone please take my turn with Max while he's throwing up? I pulled his head out of the john so much I feel like a lifeguard. Brian, how are you? I never heard a pack of camels talk before.
Max looks terrible. What's he been drinking, Kenny?
Pina colonics. I don't know. The man just ate a roast beef sandwich the size of a Buick.
Couldn't you stop him?
With what, a harpoon?
Keep going, Kenny. You're on a roll.
If I was on a roll, Max would eat me too.
Listen, I just wanted to say hello. My kids are downstairs. I'm taking them to Mass.
Mass, isn't that in Boston?
No, they have them in New York, too.
Maybe you should write children's stories.
I was just on my way to St. John's Hospital. I felt a funny feeling in my back, like a broken spine or something. No, when do you hear this? It's about a Chinese Jew.
Okay, he's setting us up. A Chinese Jew. Don't tell us his name. Give us one crack at it. Seymour Dragon.
Solomon Takeout.
Charlie Chanstein.
Pink is ping pong.
Pink is ping pong is good.
Can I say one?
I don't know if we're all drunk enough to hear this.
You understand the rules? He has to have a Chinese Jewish name.
I know, I get it.
Listen, who knows? Go ahead, sweetheart. Kill him.
Let's see. Sydney. Sydney. Can I take back Sydney?
Good move, kid.
Oh, I got it. Stephen. Stephen.
Helen, can I ask you something? Is Stephen the Jewish name or the Chinese name?
No, it's wrong. Let me start again.
You can't take this long, Helen. Writing a joke isn't a semi-annual event.
I'm nervous. I don't know any Chinese Jews.
Did I just give the girl a name so I can finish the story?
Come on, guys, give her a chance.
Okay, all right. Oh, I got one. Vito Tojo.
Vito Tojo? Vito is Italian. Tojo is Japanese.
Listen, I'm not getting paid to write this stuff.
No, it's all right, Helen. You got the hemispheres right.
All right, we give up. What's his name?
There is no name. This is a true story. I'm rushing back past Carnegie Hall, and there's this filthy-looking bum begging in the street. So I give him $5, I start to walk away, and suddenly I recognize him. It's Velville from Brooklyn. I went to high school with him. I said, Velville, it's me, Ira Stone, remember? He said, my God, Ira, how are you? What are you doing, kid? I said, I'm writing a big television show for Max Prince. He said, that's great. Could you use a joke? I said, sure. Well, what's the joke? He said, it's about a Jewish girl and a Chinese man on their honeymoon. Have you heard it? I said, no. He said, too bad. It's a good joke. I can't remember it. I felt so bad for him.
Ira, with all due respect to Velvo, what was the point in that story?
The point is that we got the breaks and he didn't. He's waiting down there now. I think it'll be a nice gesture if we don't chip in $50 apiece for Velvo. I'm giving 100 myself. Down there, but for the grace of God, go I.
Well, but for the grace of God, why don't you go down there and send Velvel up here?
Now I'm chipping in with Ira.
Why? You don't even know Velvet.
I know, but every once in a while, Ira makes me cry. Go figure.
Oh, we're waiting for you. Max Brian is here. Did you see Brian?
Just dropped in from the coast to say hello, Max.
Feeling any better, Max?
You want to sit down, Max? I'll get your chair.
I wonder if he hears us.
Max, it's Val. Can you hear what I'm saying? Max, we're worried about... I don't think he hears me.
Please forgive me. I'm a little drunk. Sometimes I don't know how to say things right. Maybe you never noticed. No. But as drunk as I am, I want to tell each and every person here, I love all of you. Why is that so hard to say? We never said it in my family. We said, eat. Eat was love. Potatoes was love. Brisket of beef was a lot of love. But I can tell you, I don't say it a lot.
He doesn't say it a lot.
Screw it. I'm going to say it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Wow. Does that make me hungry? Can everybody hear me?
Clear as a bell, Max.
My throat is a little sore. I was in my office and threw up out the window. I think I hit a little bum in the street.
That's Belleville from Brooklyn, Max. It's okay.
I have something to tell you. We won, you hear? We beat the bastards and we beat them together.
Hey, what, Max? What did we beat?
NBC. They surrendered. 5:27 tonight, December 24th, 1900 and... No, whatever. They signed the papers on my desk. Should have been the USS Missouri. Or Appomattox. But we signed, we exchanged pens. Crappy little ballpoints they had. But we got what we wanted. Yes, sir!
Oh, that is great news, Max!
So what was it? A new contract?
Better!
What's better than a new contract, Max?
Freedom! Independence! We're out! On our own! From now on, we call the shots.
You mean we can go to another network, CBS?
You're damn right, CBS. Except CBS doesn't have any airtime next year. They got Walter Cronkite on everything.
I hear ABC is looking for new shows, Max.
There you go. ABC. But they don't want to do variety. They want sports. What am I going to do? Play golf for an hour?
There's only 3 networks, Max. There's Channel 5, but they only have 1 camera.
Right. So what is the smartest thing that we can do?
What?
We play the waiting game. We wait until the networks are all in trouble. And then they line up for us with their tongues hanging out.
How long of a wait are you talking about, Max?
Not long. We don't all have to wait. We break up for a while. You guys, you take other shows. I mean, you got families. You're in big demand. Best writers in the business. I'll do a couple of movies, maybe Broadway show, play Vegas, whatever. One day, the call goes out. They want us back on our terms. And the word spreads everywhere. They're getting together again. They're coming back.
Sort of like Zorro. We can wear masks and ride white horses. No, not white, brown.
You see, we just gotta wait them out. Maybe a year, 2 years, maybe 10 years. We're all young, we'll only get better. I don't know. Maybe it's a crazy idea, but it could happen if we want it. What do you think?
You love me, I love you, Max. I'm in.
There you go.
I have a slight problem with 10 years, but we'll see what happens.
Well, that's all I ask. Just think about it. Don't rush. I just didn't want to say goodbye tonight. We're not ready for it yet. No goodbyes, all right?
I just said hello. I don't want to say goodbye.
They didn't believe that Hannibal could cross thousands of miles over the Alps on elephants. They said the elephants will all freeze and die. You know what Hannibal said? He said, not if they run all the way. So come on, let's celebrate. Everybody upstairs. Hell, go up and get my saxophone. I'm gonna play Sleigh Bells Roasting on an Open Fire.
I'll give $1,000 to the first one who says something intelligent.
I think you just want it yourself.
He doesn't really mean wait 10 years, does he?
No, it's just a metaphor.
For what?
We'll wait 10 years.
I don't know what the hell to think. Somebody tell me what to think.
Max knows it's over, and he knows we know it's over. But he didn't know how to say it. Not as himself. He had to tell us as someone else, the way he hides behind a character on the show.
So who was he just now?
Hannibal? Alexander the Great? Maybe Cyclantis, whoever the hell he was.
Am I the only one who thinks that Max was, and don't hit me for this, astoundingly noble?
Noble? You think he was noble? He was Moses, for Christ's sakes. That man is a giant. He's Goliath. Maybe he's Goliath after David hit him in the head with a rock. There's fucking greatness in him. I swear, that man has so much anger in him, so much pain, so much strength, so much roast beef and potato salad. That when he goes down like he did in here tonight, it was such a crash. People fell out of their beds in Belgium. Never be another Max Prince, because he's an original. I'm telling you guys, we just lived through history.
Let's go in and join Moses before he eats up all the commandments.
I can't believe it, but I think I'm gonna miss speaking fuck.
You're gonna miss speaking it. I'm gonna miss doing it.
I'm telling you guys, Hollywood is great. You'll love it.
Listen, if you're a Jew, you end up in the desert no matter what.
I would have followed Max to the ends of the earth, but the earth went off the air on June 1st, and we all went our separate ways. Some up, some down, some struggled, some had more babies, and one, like Brian, died much too young. Helen went to law school, and God knows what happened to her. But the most wonderful and incredible thing did happen. On the very last day of the very last show of the season, the newspapers announced the United States Senate voted 67 to 22 to censure Joseph McCarthy for conduct unbecoming a senator. His days were numbered. That night, Max took us all out to dinner, and he was so unbelievably funny the tears ran down our faces, and only some of it was from laughter.
Lucas, you have to see this. Max is playing the saxophone and eating a corned beef sandwich at the same time. Bam!